In the shadowy corners of the internet, a captivating narrative has taken root, whispering of a lost civilization known as Tartaria. This theory, embraced by a growing number of individuals, posits that a technologically advanced empire once spanned vast territories only to be systematically erased from our history books. Proponents believe that Tartaria, far from being a figment of imagination, represents a crucial piece of our collective past, hidden from us by forces seeking to control the narrative of human civilization. This alleged suppression of Tartaria's existence raises profound questions. If such an advanced civilization did indeed exist, why would its memory be so meticulously erased? What secrets did Tartaria possess that threatened the established powers of its time? These are not merely academic inquiries, but rather tantalizing clues that have sparked a global quest for knowledge, drawing together researchers, enthusiasts, and conspiracy theorists alike. The allure of Tartaria lies in its promise of a hidden history, a truth concealed beneath layers of official narratives. It speaks to our innate desire to uncover the unknown and to challenge accepted versions of the past. As we delve deeper into the world of Tartaria, we must tread carefully, separating genuine historical inquiry from speculation and misinformation. The journey into the heart of the Tartarian enigma is not for the faint of heart. It demands a critical eye, a willingness to question everything, and an insatiable thirst for the truth. Join us as we embark on this enthralling exploration, seeking to unravel the mysteries of a civilization lost but not forgotten. Before we can explore the claims of a lost Tartarian empire, we must first understand the historical context of the term Tartary itself. Contrary to the elaborate civilization depicted by the theory's proponents, Tartary was not a unified empire with defined borders or a single ruling dynasty. Instead, it was a vast, vaguely defined geographical region used by Western Europeans and Russians to denote a large portion of Asia lying beyond their eastern frontiers. This immense territory encompassed a diverse array of cultures, languages, and ethnicities. From the steppes of Siberia to the mountains of Central Asia, Tartary served as a catch-all term for lands and peoples largely unknown to the Western world. The term Tartars itself referred not to a homogeneous group, but rather to various Turkic, Mongolic, and other nomadic groups inhabiting these vast expanses. The European perception of Tartary was often shrouded in mystery and misconception. Medieval maps depicted it as a land of fearsome warriors, exotic creatures, and untold riches. This air of mystery, coupled with the region's geographical remoteness, contributed to a sense of otherness that permeated European accounts of Tartary. It is crucial to note that the historical Tartary, as understood by cartographers and chroniclers of the past, bears little resemblance to the technologically sophisticated empire described in the Tartaria conspiracy theory. While the historical Tartary was undoubtedly a region of great cultural diversity and historical significance, there is no evidence to suggest it was home to a technologically advanced civilization that was deliberately erased from history. Central to the Tartaria conspiracy theory is the notion of a cataclysmic event known as the Mud Flood. This catastrophic event, proponents argue, engulfed the Tartarian Empire in a deluge of mud, burying its magnificent cities and structures beneath layers of sediment. This cataclysm, they claim, serves as the primary explanation for the alleged erasure of Tartaria from the historical record. The mud flood narrative posits that this event was not a natural disaster, but rather a deliberate act of destruction, perhaps orchestrated by rival civilizations or even by forces seeking to control the world. This cataclysmic flood, they believe, was so devastating that it effectively wiped out all traces of Tartarian civilization, leaving behind only tantalizing clues for future generations to uncover. Proponents of the mud flood theory point to various architectural anomalies as evidence for their claims. They argue that many existing buildings, particularly those with classical or ornate architectural styles, were not built in their entirety, but rather excavated from the mud. These structures, they believe, represent the remnants of a much older, more advanced civilization. Among the structures cited as evidence are grand buildings like the US Capitol, Notre Dame Cathedral, and even the Taj Mahal. Proponents argue that the presence of windows and doors situated below ground level, as well as the existence of underground tunnels and chambers, points to a time when these structures were partially buried. However, these claims lack any scientific or historical basis. Geologists and historians have found no evidence of a global mudflood occurring within any time frame that could support the Tartaria theory. The architectural anomalies cited by proponents can be readily explained by conventional historical and architectural knowledge. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Tartaria conspiracy theory is the claim that this lost civilization possessed advanced technology, far surpassing anything known to mainstream history. Tartarians, according to proponents, harnessed a form of free energy and possessed knowledge that allowed them to construct magnificent buildings with seemingly impossible architectural feats. At the heart of this technological prowess, they believe, lies a profound understanding of energy manipulation, likely harnessed from the Earth itself. This knowledge, they argue, is evidenced in the intricate designs and materials used in Tartarian architecture, which they believe served not only aesthetic purposes but also functioned as giant energy conductors or resonators. The towering structures, ornate domes and intricate metalwork often associated with Tartarian architecture are not merely decorative elements, according to this theory. Instead, they represent a sophisticated system of energy generation and distribution, tapping into unseen forces to power their civilization. Some proponents even suggest that Tartarians possess the ability to manipulate gravity, explaining the construction of massive stone structures with seemingly impossible precision. This alleged mastery of energy and technology, proponents argue, posed a direct threat to the powers that be, who sought to control and suppress such knowledge. The destruction of Tartaria, they believe, was motivated not only by greed, but also by a desire to monopolize this advanced technology and keep humanity from achieving its true potential. While the idea of a lost civilization possessing advanced technology is a recurring theme in alternative history theories, there is no credible evidence to support the claim that Tartarians harnessed free energy or possessed knowledge beyond what was known to other civilizations of their time. The architectural marvels attributed to them can be explained by the ingenuity and craftsmanship of their respective builders, not by invoking speculative ancient technologies. The Tartaria conspiracy theory hinges on the belief that a powerful and coordinated effort was undertaken to erase all traces of this advanced civilization from the historical record. This alleged cover-up, proponents argue, involved a systematic campaign of historical revisionism, destruction of evidence, and suppression of any information that might lead to the rediscovery of Tartaria's existence. Who were the architects of this grand conspiracy? Theories abound, ranging from secret societies to powerful elites, each vying for control over the narrative of human history. Some proponents point to organizations like the Freemasons or the Illuminati, believing they possess hidden knowledge and are actively working to keep humanity in the dark about its true past. Others accuse governments and institutions of orchestrating a global cover-up, destroying evidence and manipulating historical records to maintain their grip on power. The destruction of libraries and archives throughout history, they argue, is not merely coincidental, but rather part of a deliberate effort to erase Tartaria's legacy. The alleged motives behind this historical erasure vary. Some believe that Tartaria's advanced technology and knowledge threatened the established order, prompting a concerted effort to suppress it. Others suggest that Tartaria's existence contradicted the official narrative of human evolution and development, requiring its removal from the historical timeline. Regardless of the alleged perpetrators or their motivations, the belief in a deliberate historical cover-up lies at the heart of the Tartaria theory. It is this conviction that fuels the ongoing search for evidence, as proponents seek to piece together the fragments of a lost past and expose the truth about Tartaria's fate. Despite the alleged efforts to erase Tartaria from history, proponents of the theory believe that remnants of this lost civilization can still be found scattered across the globe. They point to specific architectural styles and features, particularly those exhibiting grandeur and sophistication, as evidence of Tartarian influence. Grand buildings from the 19th century, often characterized by elaborate facades, towering columns, and intricate details, are frequently cited as examples of Tartarian architecture. These structures, they argue, were not built from scratch but rather unearthed and repurposed after the mud flood. The sheer scale and complexity of these buildings, they believe, point to a civilization far more advanced than what is commonly acknowledged. Among the architectural features often associated with Tartaria are domes. Grand, bulbous domes, often gilded or adorned with intricate patterns, are seen as a hallmark of Tartarian architecture. These domes, proponents argue, served not only aesthetic purposes but also functioned as energy conduits or resonators. Towers and spires, tall, slender towers and spires often topped with ornate finials, are also considered indicative of Tartarian influence. These structures, they believe, may have served as communication devices or energy transmitters. Arcades and colonnades. Rows of arches supported by columns known as arcades or colonnades are another common feature attributed to Tartaria. These structures, proponents argue, were not merely decorative but served structural purposes, possibly related to energy flow or resonance. Intricate metalwork. Elaborate metalwork, including wrought iron gates, fences, and decorative elements, is often cited as evidence of Tartarian craftsmanship. Proponents believe that these metal elements served not only aesthetic purposes, but also played a role in energy harnessing or distribution. While these architectural features can indeed be found in structures around the world, attributing them solely to a lost civilization like Tartaria is an oversimplification. These styles and techniques have well-documented histories and can be explained within the context of known architectural movements and cultural influences. With videos, images, and discussions dedicated to uncovering the alleged truth about this lost civilization. Hashtags like #Tartaria, #Mudflood, and #HiddenHistory have garnered millions of views and interactions, demonstrating the widespread reach and growing popularity of this theory. The visual nature of social media has played a significant role in the resurgence of Tartaria. Striking images of grand buildings, intricate architectural details, and maps depicting a vast Tartarian empire have captivated audiences, often accompanied by compelling narratives that weave together history, mystery, and conspiracy. The ease with which information, both accurate and misleading, can be shared and disseminated on social media has contributed to the rapid spread of the Tartaria theory. While some individuals approach this topic with a healthy dose of skepticism, others readily embrace the theory as fact, often without critical examination of the evidence presented. The rise of Tartaria on social media highlights the evolving nature of information consumption and the challenges of discerning truth from fiction in the digital age. While social media can be a powerful tool for knowledge sharing and connecting individuals with shared interests, it is essential to approach information encountered online with a critical eye and to be wary of claims that lack credible evidence or sources. While the Tartaria conspiracy theory may seem like a harmless fascination with alternative history, scholars and experts have raised concerns about its potential to spread misinformation, erode trust in established knowledge systems, and even fuel extremist ideologies. One of the primary concerns is that the theory relies heavily on speculation, conjecture, and misinterpretations of historical evidence. Proponents often cherry-pick information that supports their claims while ignoring or dismissing contradictory evidence or expert analysis. This selective approach to history can lead to a distorted and inaccurate understanding of the past. Furthermore, the Tartaria theory often promotes a distrust of mainstream academia and institutions, portraying them as complicit in a grand cover-up of Tartaria's existence. This distrust can have detrimental consequences, leading individuals to reject well-established facts and scientific consensus in favor of fringe theories and misinformation. Perhaps most concerning is the potential for the Tartaria theory to be appropriated by extremist groups to advance their agendas. The narrative of a lost superior civilization wiped out by hostile forces can resonate with those seeking to justify ethnocentric, nationalist, or even supremacist beliefs. The appropriation of Tartaria by Russian ultranationalists is a case in point. They have used the theory to promote the idea of a historical Russian empire stretching across Eurasia, justifying territorial expansionism and aggression against neighboring countries. It is crucial to approach the Tartaria theory with a discerning eye, separating genuine historical inquiry from unfounded speculation and potentially harmful ideologies. While exploring alternative perspectives on history can be intellectually stimulating, it is essential to ground our understanding in credible evidence, critical thinking, and a respect for diverse perspectives. The enduring fascination with Tartaria shares striking similarities with other myths and legends of lost civilizations, most notably the tale of Atlantis. This mythical island nation, first described by the Greek philosopher Plato, has captivated imaginations for centuries, inspiring countless works of literature, art, and speculation about a hidden past far more advanced than our own. The allure of lost civilizations like Tartaria and Atlantis lies in their ability to tap into our innate curiosity about the unknown and our desire to believe in a world more wondrous and mysterious than the one we inhabit. These narratives offer a sense of wonder, a glimpse into a past filled with advanced technology, forgotten wisdom, and perhaps even a connection to something greater than ourselves. However, it is crucial to remember that these narratives, while captivating, remain firmly within the realm of myth and speculation. Despite numerous attempts to locate Atlantis or uncover evidence of its existence, no credible proof has ever been found. Similarly, the claims made about Tartaria lack any scientific or historical basis. The enduring power of these myths lies not in their factual accuracy, but in their ability to resonate with our deepest hopes, fears, and aspirations. They reflect our longing for a time when humanity possessed greater knowledge, lived in harmony with nature, and perhaps even enjoyed a closer connection to the divine. While the search for lost civilizations may ultimately prove fruitless, it can still serve as a valuable exercise in imagination, critical thinking, and an appreciation for the vastness of human history. By exploring these myths and legends, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own place in the world and the enduring power of storytelling to shape our beliefs and understanding of the past.